Hi, so I wanted to do a quick video explaining the change of base really quickly. So remember, the change of base formula is if you have something like this, log of, let's say, base 5 of 3 is equal to log 3 over log 5. So now this change of base formula works because, like I said, you're changing it to base 10, changing it to base 10. So if you consider, let's say, a compound interest question where you end up with something like, let's say your initial value is $50. Let's say your interest rate is 2%. Let's say it's compounded semi-annually, so twice a year, and this 2% a year. And let's say, we have our A, R, N, and we're looking for our time, how long it's going to take us to get, let's say, $1,000. So the question could be like this: if you start with $50 and you invest in an account that yields 2% per year, compounded semi-annually, how long will it take for you to get to $1,000? So now, here's what we're going to do. So just like before, we know our output that we want is 1,000, and then we know our starting value is going to be 50. So it's equal to 50. And then we're going to do our compound interest formula, which is 1 plus our rate is 2%, so 0.02 over our how many times a year is twice, so over 2, raised to the power of nt, so 2t, twice a year for however many years. So now we're going to go ahead and solve this. I'm dividing both sides by 50, so divide here by 50, divide here by 50. I get 2, that is 20, equals 1 plus 0.02 over 2 raised to the power of 2t. So now I get my handy dandy calculator. Grab this calculator here. And then I go ahead and do inside the parentheses, that's going to give me 1.01 raised to the power of 2t. Okay. Let me write that. 20 is equal to 1.01 raised to the power of 2t. Now, typically, if we had a standard equation, we wanted to get 2t by itself, so we need to get rid of this 1.01. And like I said, in order to get rid of this 1.01, we would have to raise each side to the log. We could raise them both to the log in base 10, or we can raise it to log base 1.01, because then they would cancel out. Keep in mind, if you had x plus 3 equals 7, you would focus on this side of the equation and subtract 3 from both sides to get x by itself. You're looking for what will get x by itself. We're raising this to log base 1.01 and log base 1.01. That will go away, leaving us with 2t is equal to log in base 1.01 of 20. Because our calculator cannot do this, this is why we would have to do the change of base. So it's log of 20 divided by log of 1.01. So now I'm going to come over here and erase some of this information over here. And I hope you can see this. If not, zoom in. So let's erase some of this over here. So then I'm going to end up, and I'm not going to put it in my calculator, it's going to say 2t is equal to log of 20, change of base, over log of 1.01. After we do this in our calculator, we divide by 2. But let's say, for example, instead of doing the change of base, we just took the log base 10 of both sides. So now starting from here, where we have this right here, where we have 20 is equal to 1.01 raised to the power of 2t. So we can take the log of both sides because it's one number equals one number. So we're taking the log base 10 here and the log base 10 here. We can actually do log base 10 of 20 and log base 10 of 1. Because this is 2t, it goes to the back since it's an exponent. So we have log base 10, and we don't have to write base 10 because that's already known. Log of 20 is equal to 2t log of 1.01. Now think about what we would do. Divide both sides by log 1.01. Divide this side by log 1.01. We end up with 2t equals log 20 over log 0.01. 2t equals log 20 over log 1.01. So just showing you the change of base is kind of just skipping a couple of steps. What we did here is that we just took the log of what we were trying to get rid of, log base 1.01, so that those cancel out, and then we did the change of base. Or you can just have them both in log, and you don't have to write base 10 because once you write log, 10 is already known, 10 is already given. So then we go ahead and do log on both sides, and because it's an exponent, it goes to the back, so we have 2t equals that, and then we still end up with the change of base form here. And then you go ahead and put that in your calculator and divide by 2.